well, if you want to start to life in the Champions League with a good win, this is exactly how you do it. Congratulations. How was that for all of you?
It's brilliant. A little bit strange hearing that music, but it's everything you work for. Some players need to wait until they're 18, some need to wait until they're a bit older, so it's a special night and a great 3 points.
How important was the manager in that? His experience, obviously, in European football. How important was he in kind of calming the nerves and setting the tone for you guys going into tonight?
Well, I think he said he's been in, before he joined us, he was in European competition for 16 years in a row. That's some record. He reminded us of that. But he was very demanding. He played here with Villarreal a couple of years ago. They were 2-0 up at half-time. Young boys came back to 2-2, so at half-time he was very, very cautious. He was on our case and he was very keen to slow the game down. I know we wanted the third goal, but he wanted a bit more caution and a bit more composure. And we did. It wasn't perfect. I'm sure we'll come up against probably stronger opposition in the upcoming games, but it's a tough place to come. The Astros, not the best.
I see on your knees there, your knees are all bloody.
I'm used to it because there was a few pitches in Scotland that had it, but the ones in Scotland are better than this. That was rotten.
Right.
Wow. John, just want to ask you about that set piece coach and how much you work on set piece. It was quite animated on the touchline, certainly when you scored the first goal, but you must have worked on that in training. How often do you work on it?
We did work on it. It's brilliant to see it come off. Obviously I'm biased. I worked with him at Scotland. I worked with him 10 years ago at St Mirren. His journey's been fascinating. He used to be a footballer in Japan, so if you want to look him up. But he's very good at his job. He picks out teams' weaknesses, and even there he said you'll get pressure, but play the cross, do it, because they'll leave the space, and thankfully at the other end you've got one of the best finishers in Europe and Yuri, so I'm sure Austin will be delighted with how the set pieces are going, and we're lucky to have them.
John, tell me a little bit about your form this season with your new players coming in and the way that you're gelling, especially coming off the back of a win against Everton where you fought your way back into it. How much did you take the confidence from that game to the Champions League stage, and did it do you justice?
We took a lot of confidence in going behind. I think in years before we would have panicked, allowed the Villa Park crowd, as you know, Crouch is demanding, so going down 2-0 at home, sometimes they can get on your back and want to score desperately and early, but this manager's, he trains you for those moments. Stay calm, pick your moments, and in that second half we had good control, and I think it allowed us to grow as a team. I think we are maturing as a team and it's helped us.
And how important is that, especially games like this in Champions League football where you need discipline? How important and how good has he been in terms of a new addition, Onana, to your team?
Aye, brilliant. He adds something different. Dougie was a big loss. I think it was clear we had to sell him financially. I don't know the rules, but we had to sell him. But Onana brings us something different, and Ross, both are really different. But another great finish. Not sure how clean the strike was, but his physicality. He's young. He's an absolute beast, and it's been quite nice actually, refreshing the new faces. Morgan's been like a new signing.
No, seriously, how good is that guy? The way he takes the ball on the move, we were making noises up in the gantry because it's beautiful to watch.
The amazing thing, he's still got so much to give. Having him and Jacob, two local boys. Pretty jealous they're English, to be honest, but they've got so much more to give, and it's really exciting for us.
John, what's going to be quite incredible is this is obviously a first experience for you guys in the Champions League. Next one, you're going to get to do it at Villa Park and Bayern Munich. How do you anticipate that? What's that going to be like there?
Well, the history around that game, I think yesterday, obviously, the manager touched upon it, losing Gary Shaw. Those guys for the team in 1982 are heroes. You see them about. All of them are welcome any time at the club, and rightly so. And Gary was a character. I was fortunate enough to meet him a few times, and the manager said before the game, we lost one of our heroes yesterday, so dedicate the win to him. So we've got some big games coming up, and we're really excited. It's a strange feeling, but one we're buzzing for.
John, I think you would have done Gary proud, your fans proud, and everyone involved tonight. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the win, and we'll see you at Villa Park next for Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Wow, what a sentence is that. Well done, John McGinn. Aston Villa getting a huge, huge win today.